All right, I just thought I'd show you. Here's a little detail. MiniD will have an overhang. So I'm just making a bunch of these, or made a bunch of these brackets and stained them. This is an old piece of mahogany skid. You can see where the metal strap from some place that I grabbed, and I've had it because I like to keep exotic woods and whatnot. But yeah, so that's it, stained up and sanded and cut to brackets for the plans. I have little mini templates, and here they are set up. This one I had to jam up a little bit because the corner, screwing from the corner, is a little tricky to get it 100% on, and it is pretty good right now. You can sort of see there it is, and that lines up with the roof beam nicely. And likewise here, I'll clean out any squeeze out glues. I use construction adhesive. Now this will all be under an overhang, as I mentioned. So it's looking pretty darn good. So yeah, that's going to be the overhang. And then collect the rainwater, and then you're good to go, right? You can constantly refresh your water supply. So that's the plan. So she'll be quite the bug out machine. So inside these corner brackets, and I used brass screws here, and finally the one in the corner. Put my painting back up. It was in the way from the screw. So yeah, every boat with a cabin should have a painting. Oh, get rid of this rag up on the roof. So yeah, this is going to be very solid now. Wow, I can just, you can hear it actually, how solid the whole structure is. That's impressive. But I'm pleased. I will be touching up the little bit of white that you do see from when I cleaned up the roof framing. I have a paint that's very similar to the stain that I'm using to mimic mahogany, because obviously, well, not obviously, I guess, this is not mahogany. This is old spruce 2x6s cut up from my old deck. Here you can see it there, the whiter wood. And why would I not utilize good wood? That is free. I have my first piece of ply on the roof. Along the seam of the cut, there are no voids. Look at this design clearance, show you how close. But most importantly, look how that fits. Fits nicely underneath there. That, I went through a lot of trouble to make this happen. Here you can see the plywood. It is spruce ply. It uses exterior glue, and underneath are just sound, almost pin knots. So that's actually character. I'm going to stain that to match the floor. I'm curious, can I walk on this roof? We could hear some danger, stranger, danger. Here, which way best to go? I guess I might as well go up the front, hey? And I could bring my stool up and use it on deck to get on the roof too. I don't know, it doesn't have the third layer on, but I'm curious to test it. And if I fall, this is gonna hurt the boat and hurt me. Oops, I'm right up at the ceiling. Oh, welcome to my ceiling. Ooh. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm up to the first frame, so that bodes very well. And this is on the unsupported side. This side has the gable, so that's going to be more than strong enough when I get that third layer on. So that's the first piece. Now I'll go ahead and dry fit the second piece. We have the roof. You can see the corners have been rounded. And the lap strengthens the seam because now we add 3/4 of an inch on top of the beam. So that stiffens the whole thing. And now you can see the roof and the two full openings. Like I say, there still is a strip to be added to the back end there. But yeah, I'm quite pleased. I was up on the roof to here. Remember, I was standing on the roof. You know, I should just shut up. If I think I could do it, I should just do it, right? And get it over with. And then you know it's stupid strong. Oh, this stool is coming in so handy. It works for a variety of reasons. Oh, bit shaky. Again, I'm up by the ceiling. Messy shop. I'm in the middle. Yay. Not right on the middle. I'm standing on the beam. Can I stand in the middle? Should be able to. Yep. There we go. Bounce up and down. Ooh, that's daring of me. Yeah, that's impressive. Maybe the kids can run and jump off the roof. So yeah, how good is this? Woohoo. So if the roof's strong enough to hold 200 pounds almost, I've lost a bit of weight. So I'm not quite 200 pounds anymore. She's turning out quite strong. And when you consider this deck is just cantilevered, that deck is working out really good too. And I'm just a little seized up. I'm due to get my other hip done, so sadly, I'm slower moving than I normally would be. But I still can move, so that's all good. So see, with this hatch open, it's just a drop down like you would in a sailboat, kind of, right? And I put that light on, I'm gonna have my nice seat and just enjoy. I can see there's Deanne on TV there, one of my videos with Dee, and I managed to pick out some nice spruce sheets here with no missing knots. There may be the odd check to fill or whatever, but I will do that and then put everything back up. Over there, when I cut the frame, I dipped slightly, so I added a little shim to level that off. There's the odd spot where that may have to be done, but generally it was just mostly there. Yeah, doesn't it look nice? Wow. And so, you know, I think just a natural finish on that. I don't even know if I want to go golden stain there, but maybe will. Oh, you know, light colors. Okay, some people say, oh, you should paint that white. They're not wrong for brightness when you're living in the cabin. Where they're wrong is when you're driving the boat and you have a lot of white surfaces. It reflects off your Lexan. And then you think you're seeing a rock or something light in the water up ahead, and it can be deceptive for reading the water. So that's why I don't lean that way. You can really get the feel for how cozy the space is. Let's lock us in. I want to be completely closed up. So I'm really, really happy. This is becoming a little home. Deanne won't give up our Deanne's Rose for MiniD, but I'm telling you, MiniD is quite a little tight package. My artwork here, might as well show that. Bathroom is turned out really good. It's comfortable in there. I have to attach that shelf permanently. Friends were throwing that out, so, and like I say, there will be a hatch with some Lexan, and I may add some Lexan and a little frame here. Mind you, if I'm making one that opens, I almost might as well make the second one that it opens, right? See, this is what happens. You know, on one hand, it kind of is annoying taking forever to do a build. And really, I'm on a year and a little bit of part-time work. You know, I have to work for a living too. So, but I have been pretty dedicated and staying on it. But a lot of my time is spent sitting back and thinking of ideas. And honestly, I think it has improved the build. Like, I was not going to put a steering wheel there. I got really lucky and found a nice antique one for, that was $20. That's nothing. And so now I can hook up rope steering. Initially, my idea of, you know, a helm was taken from sort of like our Deanne's Rose, and it was offset. And I thought, no, you don't want that weight forward and offset, but like dead center, standing right in the center, steering through some stuff. You're balancing the boat nicely, so that's not bad at all, actually. And you know, if Dee's sitting on one side, I can shift to another side and balance her out that way too. So the steering wheel came to be. The flat front instead of the sculpted angled out front, like how our Deanne's Rose. I like the angled out front. Don't get me wrong. And for our Deanne's Rose, it is perfect. But this is a much smaller boat, and because I needed a straight beam, I couldn't afford to put joinery in the middle, because then it would have weakened that beam. So the front ended up being straight, and it's turned out really well, and it's super strong, and it gives you all this clearance and freedom underneath, where you can turn this into a full 7-foot queen bed. Even this little garbage pail. How cool. I call it a garbage pail, but it is so useful. It's going to be the perfect step. So I probably will do the same with that one. And then we could also have a couple seats that if we have extra people, we could, set it there and somebody could sit back there and still enjoy the ride. So, yeah. And actually, this is a nice seat here as well. You just sit yourself dead center, have a nice seat, and it's a nice height. And you lean back on the steering wheel, put your foot up, and enjoy the view from here. How cool. How cool. There, lighten up the world a bit. Okay, I've been going on. This is a lengthy video, but that's just because I'm just thrilled. Very thrilled. Huh. Love it.